Howdy, hi. I filmed about 5 or 6 days of Wilson. Most of the rest of his winter. There may or may not be a winter day left to play with the webcam, and the webcam's only giving me half the screen. So I thought, well, I'll work with that. I can, just make sure my face is in that half screen and expand it. Well, that didn't work out. It trashed the sound for those 4 or 5 days. So I just threw out the webcam sound and video and edited the film for those days and made a video out of it. It's just kind of the rest of Wilson's winter. I did a commentary over that, unfortunately with the webcam, because that's the only way I know to do it. So that worked out pretty good till about 8.5 minutes, and then it froze up. So what this video is a commentary of Wilson's winter with, of course, the video and the game sound. And at about 8.5 minutes, we'll lose even that commentary, and you'll just have the rest of his winter highlights with just game sound. And it's the best I can do with the footage, and I've reworked it several times. And what I need to do is just have patience and wait for the new webcam to get here. There's one on order. It should be here either Friday or Monday or Tuesday, I hope. So, but anyway, this is what it is. And like I said, you've got webcam commentary and picture for about 8.5 minutes after this. And then from there on, it's just game sound. But I'll cut it just down to the highlights with penguins and hounds or whatever else is going on. I'm not exactly sure. So anyway, if it's the best I could do with what I got. Howdy, hi. This is most of the rest of Wilson's winter. The webcam sound was totally trash, so I'm recutting it as a commentary. I've kind of condensed the events of the winter. What he's doing here is he's headed north. I've been using ice staffs and a walking stick to harvest snowbirds and occasionally blackbirds also. Here I'm going to explain if I get deer clops, I was going to feed him to the beefalo, and there are bigger herds than that, and then drag his ass through the V-trap and then finish him off if necessary. Now, Quincy 29125, I believe is the number on that, wondered if anybody knew anything about finding Wes at Adventure. And it's been quite a while since I played at Adventure, and that wasn't an issue when I did. So if anybody's got some ideas on finding Wes in Adventure, that'd be a big help. Because it's hard to explore every world at Adventure, and it's, like I said, I don't know anything to help him. 6-foot dwarf 42 mentioned that he likes to walk along the coast, or he has been walking along the coast to get lots of penguins, because at some point they lay a bunch of eggs before they go away, so he winds up with, I think he said, rotten eggs for gunpowder. Now, what I'm doing is it occurred to me that if all I was doing was harvesting snowbirds, I might as well harvest them up here. Now, winter started like 3 days ago. And I don't know if McTusk is still alive at this point or not. And you can see that those people that believe that everything goes on all the time, this should be 3 days of loot from pigs and hounds. And I'm not seeing 3 days of hound's teeth. That looks like pretty much what they did as I was walking up. However, I still think that's a faith-based thing. If you really, really want to believe everything happens on the map all the time, well, God bless you. At this point, I don't know how many pigs I've got, what's been going on up here. Now, also, my webcam is killing the left half of the picture with the camera up and down, vertical like this. And if I run it the way it's supposed to be, it kills the top half. So I'm hoping that I can clip off the webcam part of it and have, the part that's still coming through. I have a new webcam on order. It's a kind of upgraded version. I can't see any reason to do widescreen or anything really professional because I'm not doing pro videos, but it should be better focused than this one. That, and in trying to fix this one, I found something. Now, here we have McTusk. He is not dead. Well, he wasn't dead. Now, every time I've killed both hounds, I wind up with the hounds not respawning. And I know other people have had different experiences. The pigs seem to be able to get away with anything. But anytime in this video you see hounds being killed and pigs, and then I cut away, it's because they stop spawning. And I mean over a period of, 5 minutes or the rest of the day or whatever. Now, somebody also said that it affects your sanity to use the ice staff, and I certainly didn't experience that. My sanity never went down from using the ice staff. And also there's, I think it was Milan Mickey mentioned, the Milan Mickey, that if you try to use that torch exploit where you have a torch in your hand and you start chopping a tree in the dark with an axe and switch back to the torch while you're chopping, and it appears to be chopping with the torch, that the GRU will hit you now. And Wilson actually verifies that here. Because it happened with Willow when she was using her lighter, but I just assumed it was something to do with their lighter. Yeah, it's coming up. See, he's chopping with the torch there, but we're not far enough from the fire yet. And here we go. And that was why he was wearing armor. And I didn't think to check his before. I just now didn't think to check his before and after on the hit. I had heard that they'd increased the GRU's hit. Now, McTusk is dead for like 2 to 5 days is what Wiki said the last time I read it. And as long as this fight stays pretty much between the pigs and the hounds, they seem to spawn. Well, maybe not this time. Yeah, they killed both of them this time. And if we cut away, that means they didn't respawn the rest of the day. Now, I cut out a lot of the snowbird and blackbird harvesting because, a frozen bird is a frozen bird. Now, those pingies were in slow motion, if you didn't guess. Different parts of this film are a little bit speeded up and a little bit slowed down. Well, actually, none of it's a little bit slowed down. All of it's half speed. Now, I think I tried an ice staff on a penguin before. That's 5, 6 hits, and it never throws them. That's just the information you may or may not want. Now, I was getting back to the webcam. That's why I think I dropped it and it clonked against something hard. But it's really irritating because I have this hat and another one, and I finally got the lumberjack hat for Woody. Now here I just noticed there's still spiders up here and decided not to bother them. And I guess at dusk we had the hounds respawn again, although I've been away so I can't tell you for sure exactly when that happened. But as long as one of them stays alive, they seem to keep coming, but I don't know. In my experience, and like I said, I know people I absolutely trust that are having a totally different experience, so where they keep spawning, whether they kill them both or not. So whatever works in your game is always a good plan. And I don't need ice gems. I don't need teeth. So, and I have neat tiny pink ears. Oh, I went for the sanity thing, but I did it afterwards. I had a puppy vest with me because feathered hats in the chest. There were some times when I did put on the feathered hat and either ran a fire. Feathered hat increases the amount of birds that come down. It used to bring them down at your feet. It doesn't do that anymore because I think they could drop once while it was using the ice staff. So. I'm hearing more reports of people running into deer clops, and I'm kind of half wondering if they maybe kicked his occurrence up a little bit. I wish they'd let us know when they do stuff like that. I evidently missed some chances to put an axe right in old weak tongue scat a couple of times there.